All right. Hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic because today I want to talk to you guys a little bit. This is going to be a one-on-one video between me and you about cash in your portfolio. And more specifically, I want to talk about how, although markets are trending at all-time highs, why you can see my cash continually depleting. And this is due to the fact that I keep on spending it. I keep on buying more and more Yieldmax ETFs. I keep on putting my money into different investments. And I want to talk a little bit about what I see in the market, because even though we're reaching all-time highs, in my personal opinion, I talk with a lot of our subscribers and I notice that a lot of people are holding on to cash. As you can see, like there's a couple of comments that mention, just kind of talking about cash in general and how they're potentially holding for downturns and if they see any opportunities in the market. I completely understand. But what I want to tell you guys as well is we are the few that kind of stick out. We're the ones that potentially not necessarily take bold risks, but investing itself is a risk. And what we do is we look to grow our money fast. That's why we're putting it in these high yield investments. We want high income fast. And what I want to talk about in this video is how if everybody is holding cash, if we're all holding cash, realistically, the market should continue to trend up. It's when people run out of cash and they look to grab their cash and they don't have any money that markets will potentially trend down. This is, of course, my thinking, but I want to touch more on this and I want to touch more on why I continue to buy more and more as the market trends up, and I believe people still continue to have cash reserves. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. I want to talk about why we're continuing to invest. And we're currently up to 6,426 subscribers, 350 subscribers in the past 28 days. That's awesome, guys. Thank you very much to everyone who's subscribing and liking these videos. One kind of major key event is our portfolio just hit over $40,000 today. So that's awesome. The kind of dividends that came in from YMAX and I think as well Babo just hit. And so we definitely pushed over with that. So that's awesome to see. But now what I want to talk about is what actually we came to talk about in this video. And it's about holding on to cash. Now, one thing, I'm just going to start off with this first quote from Warren Buffett here. It says, "Today, people who hold cash equivalents feel comfortable. They shouldn't. They have opted for a terrible long asset, one that pays virtually nothing and is certain to depreciate in value." That is a very bold statement. This, of course, goes to the fact that if we were to not invest and just simply, let's say, work at our job and kind of put our money in our savings account, hold our cash and never investment, that is what Warren Buffett is talking about. He's not talking about cash and necessarily your portfolio, but the cash has to be moving. And throughout having this YouTube channel and my own investing journey, you could see here my portfolio has consistently grown. Of course, this is also due to the fact that the market has consistently gone up at the exact same time period that I have been investing. But nonetheless, a lot of my returns are contributed to the fact that I continue to invest. If I would have held off on YMAX, then I would have missed out in a lot of gains. Put a lot of money into YMAX. I have over $15,000 now invested into YMAX, as I'm sure you guys know. And that wouldn't be possible if I didn't choose to invest. And of course, you hold cash in order to look for opportunities within the market. But at the same time, you have to put your money in the market in order for it to grow. And long term, the market should trend up over time. And likely, you could see here back when we were in 2020, we thought the market was at an all-time high. It crashed. It went beyond. Even in 2022, where there was a little bit of a correction there, and yet the market is still trending higher. And in the long term, the market will continue to trend higher as more and more people put cash into the market. Now, one thing is I know a lot of our subscribers are currently holding on to cash. And that's the reason why I'm actually spending it, is because when more people are holding more and more cash, they're holding cash for the reason of looking to invest. That's when I want to invest. I want to invest before them, because that means eventually they're going to be putting that money into the market and the market's going to trend up and I'll be able to recoup and I'll be able to kind of take out on all those gains. I'll be able to cash out on all those gains. Where I do want to be extremely cautious is where people have spent all their money. If I'm hearing in my channel and I get a lot of great kind of feedback from you guys in the comments section, and this is why I love my channel as well, it's because you guys let me know what you're doing. And one thing is, if everyone's spending their money, if I see people spending money like crazy, they're constantly investing, they're saying my cash is kind of depleting, I'm kind of investing everything that I got right now, then I would be very concerned, because you want to invest when people have cash, when people have money to spend. But when people don't have money to spend, you want to be very fearful, because although you might be holding cash, you want to make sure that people don't take out of their investments, which causes a market crash or like a fall in the market. So that's kind of the whole idea around this. And to be honest, when is it ever a bad time to invest? We're constantly pouring in money into the market. Of course, I have other sources other than, let's say, YouTube or just my stock portfolio, which provide me income. This provides me cash in order to buy my Yieldmax investments or my own personal investments in my investing portfolio. And every month we continue to receive more and more monthly income. Now we own 5 different Yieldmax ETFs with ULTY, YMAX, BABO, PYPY, and SQY. We own 5 different investments. Those are 5 different kind of ETFs which are paying us monthly or even weekly dividends. And the more money that we have in, the more money we receive every month, and it kind of builds on itself. Of course, if the market was to crash, we'd likely see a dip in all of our income sources. But nonetheless, if we continue to invest for the long term, we will, in theory, continuously receive more and more income every single month. And that's what I'm looking to do. That's why I'm looking to pour in money. And we look at the long-term total returns of some of the Yieldmax investments. BABO is actually on the low side at 4.4%. We have PYPY at 53.91%, SQY at 82.37%. Those are the 3 Yieldmax ETFs that I currently bought, which I do think will appreciate higher. And then, of course, we have YMAX. Let's see where that's at, 29.55%. So they're all doing pretty fantastic. Of course, markets had a great bull run, but I do think there's a lot left to go for these ETFs. But long story short is just I will continue to kind of pour in my cash into my portfolio and as well invest into the market as long as I see people having cash. It's when I see people start to get tight, maybe they cut back on their spending, or people don't necessarily go out as much. That's when I believe people are maybe a bit more tight on money, and people might look to take money out of the market in order to support their habits. So that's what I'll be looking out for. In the meantime, I'll be looking to continue to pour as much cash as possible, because I'm receiving a decent amount of income outside of just the stocks alone. And so I need to put that to work. Money should always be flowing. Stagnant money doesn't work for you. Put your money like little minions and have them work for you. That's kind of my philosophy, and so far so good. We'll just continue to do it, and we'll be in a race for 50K, half of 100,000. So that'll be super awesome to see. So if you guys enjoyed this video, found it kind of enjoyable just to kind of talk one-on-one with me, we're up to 6,426 subscribers. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It gave you a sense of what I'm potentially doing with my portfolio. I'm going to continue to look to invest as I normally have. And I'll be looking out for signs of slowdowns in terms of spending. That's what I'll be looking out for if I need to change my philosophy. But for now, we're going to keep with it. We're going to be okay. And we'll react to anything that happens. So if you guys enjoyed, you guys know what to do. I hope to see you guys in the next video. And please stick around. Till next time.